Hey guys, this is ZZ Cosplay, and today we'll be making Aizawa's Utility Belt. So a quick note on materials. The sew-on hook and loop tape is more commonly referred to as Velcro, and for the to be determined on the 2-inch wide black polypropylene webbing or strapping, this is dependent on your measurements, where you're going to wear it, waist or hip, and how long that needs to be. For my shop, I make the belt 48 inches long and it can be adjusted down. So there's 3 pattern pieces, and that's going to be the body of the pouch. This is the main part. You need to cut out 12 of these in the fabric and 6 in interfacing, and that's 5 inches by 7 inches. Then the back loop, the part that holds the pouch onto the belt, and that's going to be a 5 inch by 5 inch square. And then finally, the closing flap. Now these are going to be 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So the very first thing that we're going to do is take 6 of the body pouch pieces of the fabric and all 6 of the interfacing pieces and fuse those according to the manufacturer's instructions. So now we're going to attach the Velcro to the flaps. So the flap pieces are the ones that are 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. You're going to want to take the Velcro and cut it into 2-inch long strips. We're going to be currently working with the hook side of the Velcro, so the side that feels kind of sharp. Now measure 1.5 inches from the edge of the material and measure the very center 2 inches. This is going to be where we place the Velcro. And sew around the Velcro in a zigzag stitch. When you're done sewing the Velcro to each of the flaps, set your machine to straight stitch with the needle in the right position. Fold the flap with the right sides together so the Velcro will be on the inside. Align the right edge of the material to the right edge of the foot. I like to run through all of the flaps on one side at once, making sure to retrace the first couple and last couple of stitches to tie off. And then just do the same thing on the other side. Make sure to clip the edges when you're done so that it's easier to turn the flaps right side out. Then set the needle back in the center position. Take the 6 back loop pieces, these are the pieces that are 5 inches by 5 inches, and fold in half. Align the side of the foot to the side of the fabric and stitch. Flip all of the back loops right side out, and then iron both the loops and the flaps flat for the next step. Place one of the fused fabric pieces fused side down, lining it up with the ruler grid. We're going to position the back loop in the very center, so right on top of the center inch. Then we're going to center the flap over that, with the raw edges on the edge of the material and the Velcro face up. Then place a plain fabric piece over the top, and pin in place, making sure that you catch each of the different layers. Take all of these sandwich pouches to the machine and, lining up the edge of the foot with the edge of the fabric, stitch them across the top where we placed the pins, making sure to fix off each end with a few back stitches. Iron the pouches so that the flap sticks up and both body pieces and the back loop are pressed down. Pin the loop and both body pieces in place. Then sew across the bottom with a zigzag stitch, making sure you catch all 3 layers. This is just to baste the body pieces and the back loop pieces in place. Fold the pouches in half lengthwise with the wrong side out, so the loop is actually inside the fold and the Velcro is outside the fold. And making sure your needle is back in the center position while on the straight stitch, sew along the edge. Iron the pouch so that the seam in the center is open, and then stitch across the bottom with a straight stitch, making sure to be above the zigzag basting stitches on the bottom of the pouch. Finish stitching all the pouches at the bottom, snip the corners so that it's easier to flip them right side out. Turn right side out, make sure to press out those corners, and then when you're done, iron these flat, pressing the flap closed. Now take your belting, and again determine how long this needs to be based on your measurements. And take one of the buckles and thread the belting up through the buckle. Using a wide width but short length zigzag stitch, stitch the end of the belt shut, making sure to go back and forth a few times on the first and last couple of stitches to tie it off. Take the other end of the belting and loop it up and down the adjuster, leaving a long tail. Then take the other side of the buckle and loop the belting up and down around that. Then take that end and put it back up and back down through the adjuster. When you're done with this, fold the very end of the belting over and stitch it as you did the other side to make sure that it doesn't slip out through the adjuster. Take the remaining 6 pieces of Velcro, the soft pieces, these are easier to hand stitch, and hand stitch them to the body of the pouch, making sure that they line up with the other Velcro. I like to use the blanket stitch for this, but pretty much you can use any stitch that goes around the edge. Just like that, you have a completed Eraserhead utility belt. If you liked this video, give a like. Definitely follow me, ZZ Cosplay, on Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube, and ring that bell for notifications of new videos. Thanks for watching.